Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got a special one. 100,000 subscribers. What? Yeah, so just before I start this, I want to just say thank you to everyone who watches this. You guys are amazing. This year would have been really bad if it wasn't for all you guys subscribing and watching on YouTube. I never expected this channel to get as big as it has. I just want to say thanks, and it really means a lot. It really means a lot to me and my family, even. So yeah, I just wanted to do something just a bit special, I guess. And because this channel sort of got a lot of its growth through the Naruto series, I thought it'd be good to do the Team 7 photograph when they're adults, after they've been through all the stuff they've been through and they come out the other side. So I thought it'd be a good symbolic image to draw. It's going to be a bit, it is a tutorial, but you know, it's 4 characters. It'll probably be a long video, so I'll have to go a bit faster than usual. But you know, just to mark the occasion, let's go. I don't know when this video will be released. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but it's kind of just a special occasion. So I think I haven't hit 100,000 yet as I'm recording this, but I think it will by Christmas. So I might release this around Christmas time, just to say thank you and a bit of a Christmas present. Because I'm getting a Christmas present. I'm getting the silver play button and stuff like that. So yeah, just be thankful and happy Christmas. So, Kakashi, let's start with him. So, he's bang in the middle, right? So we're going to start just with a line across for his headband, right? So, yeah. So, curvy, slightly, line across. And the sides of his headband kind of come up the side here like this. This side doesn't go as far because he's got like 2 hair spikes just here. So we might as well add them. Kind of like that, and then the headband will come across the top here. Just to there. Okay. So he's got hair spikes coming down the side of that headband, just in there. And his mask is kind of like a V, right? So it kind of comes up or over to the middle of his nose, just here. So let's see. I guess it'll go up like this, and then it'll come around and down to there. Okay, and then we can join this to his sideburns, just here. Okay. So now we have where we can put his eyes, just in this space right in here, okay? And all the characters in this picture, their eyes are actually closed. So, you know, pretty easy. You just do a sort of a curving line. So right here, we'll do Kakashi's closed eye, just there. You can make this end maybe a little bit thicker, like so. And then we got like an eyelid line underneath, an eyelid line on top, up, down, and then a nose line just inside here. And we do the same thing on the other side. So curve line up and down. You can thicken this side up a little bit, just to show sort of eyelashes, like that. And again, sort of eyelid line here, eyelid line on top. And then a bit of a nose line just there. And then his eyebrows sort of coming down from his headband, sort of down here. And you can kind of thicken it up a little bit. It should be silver inside, but because I'm using a Sharpie, I can't get two lines. They sort of bleed together, so they look black, but you could color them gray if you wanted. We do the same thing kind of on the other side. Kind of curving slightly down. And then the top is a little bit thicker. Like this end is a little bit thicker. Comes down like so. And of course Kakashi has that scar coming down his face. So we go this way. Like so. So then his chin all the way down here, so kind of comes across like this and up. So if you're wondering about proportions of things, I would say top of the headband to his nose here is about the same as nose to chin. Okay? So here to here is the same as here to here. Distance wise for proportions. And then we go down for the jaw. Up the other side. Like so. Could have a line maybe for just like nose just here, but nothing major. It's mostly shaded in the picture I'm drawing in. So there's like a black shadow on that side of his nose. Okay, so what do we need? We need ears. Well, Kakashi needs ears anyway. So curve this around, down into there. Another side, curve it around, down into here. And then ear lines, easiest way, letter J. But if you want, you can build it up, add more lines, add more bones and ligaments inside the ear. Send the rest of his hair, so we carve it out like so, to there. Carving? No, spiking. Sorry. And then Kakashi's hair will spike the whole way around, right? So he's got like these two small spikes right here on this side, and they kind of spike big all the way around to the front. Okay, so we go 1, 2, big one here, 3, another one here, down, and then out to here, and bring it back down to there, like so. And then the metal plate for his headband, just like a curving rectangular sort of area here. So it's got like curved edges, but it's basically just a rectangle just coming across here. And then we got the ninja spiral inside. So this is normally done with 2 lines, but I can only do 1 because of the thickness of a Sharpie nib. If you wanted to double up those lines, you could. Then the bolts. Yeah, another one there. And then maybe like a line across the bottom or the top. Sometimes I've seen it on the top as well. Okay, so to place the rest of them, right? So we're just gonna, just gonna add some lines just to help us out, try and get their heads in the right place, right? Because there's like one here, one here, one here. So just to help us out, right? We're just gonna add, let's see. So like a line for the top of Sakura's head. Sakura's head is like right here. So that's like the top of her head. Okay, and her chin is like down here. So I'm just adding sort of some guidelines, okay? I know I don't do this that often, but this is 4 characters, so I just want to make sure I get everything in the right proportion. So like Sakura's head is roughly the same size as like Kakashi's, but Kakashi's hair spikes up, right? So like to just above his headband, see that? So you want to keep them in about the same proportion. And Naruto's head is like over here, so he's like bit lower than the top of Kakashi's head, so it like starts like here. So like a couple of he's hair spikes on top, so like spike there, and his chin is like down here somewhere. I might have to change these lines, but just as a guide, you know. So they're like the same. Okay, and we're out a good bit. So that's like the middle line for Naruto's face. That's the middle line for Sakura's face. And then Sasuke's head is just over here. So their heads are nearly touching, basically. Like the side of Naruto's head is like here, and side of Sasuke is nearly touching Kakashi's ear and here, right? So, but the top of Sasuke's head is just here. So, kind of in line with this hair spike somewhere. So I would say here. That's like the top of his head, that's like the side, and his chin. Pretty pointy. In line, I think, with, nearly in line with Kakashi's, right? So, Naruto's head, Sasuke, Sakura, okay? So that's where we're going. So, they're all roughly the same size, right? It's just Kakashi's hair sticks up. So like, I mean, from like, say to the top of Kakashi's skull, right, to there. So they're all roughly the same size, right? 2, 3. So the eyes of Naruto are about halfway down. So about from here, say where the top of his skull would be. So like here to here, at the bottom of this hair spike. So here to here is about the same as here to here, right? So the eyes are about halfway down, halfway from the top of his skull, not really the hair. Say where his skull would be, so the hair grows out. So the eyes are halfway. They should be anyway, from here to here, right? So just there, on that halfway line, right? And his eyes are closed as well, like so. And another one over this side, about eye distance across, so you could fit another eye in here. That's what we're in proportion in Naruto. We're in like standard human proportion, so you would normally be able to fit another eye in between his two eyes. Okay, so whatever your eye width is, that's the width you go over. And then he has some curved nose lines here as well, and maybe like an eyelid line coming across. Another one here. And his eyebrows kind of tick up, so like so. And we'll try and add a space to color yellow. Like that. Same thing on the other side. Tick that way. And we'll add a bit of a space that we can color in. Just there. So his nostrils are about halfway between his eyes and his chin, right? So halfway, about here, that's where his nostril will go. And we just add sort of like standard sort of Naruto nostrils, just there like that. And then his mouth just underneath the nostrils. So a big smiling mouth. You're going to do like a closed mouth at first, but then we'll open it up by doing the side here. The other side is slightly bigger, so like that. And then you just join them together. Like so. Then we just add some teeth lines, just coming across here, and something similar just there. Maybe like a shadow on the edge or something, like so. Then his bottom lip line, just there. So your proportions, you can check them just before you move on. So like again, eyes are halfway from the top of the head to the chin. Nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. So here to here, same as here to here, approximately. And then his bottom lip halfway between the nose and the chin. So here to here, same as here to here. Right? So they're your proportions, right? So then we go up the side of his head. For his jaw, sorry. Just here. So you just want to change direction, then you're going to curve up the side of his head, just in line with his mouth here. Curve it up to there. Same thing on this side. Like so. And then of course Naruto has those 3 characteristic cheek lines coming across there. And then his hair. So we got like sideburns just here. Okay, spiking, sort of sideburns, like so. Another one there. And his ear, just in line sort of with his eyes there. It's going to come around. Like so, same on this side. Like that. And again, same sort of idea for the ear lines, bones and ligaments, similar to Kakashi. And then his fringe, so short spikes coming across, kind of like sharp teeth or something. One more in there. And then we do short spikes all the way around to the top of his head, right? So we'll keep going. All the way up to this one. So we're going up to here. Short ones. Young Naruto has long spikes. Older Naruto has short ones. Like so. Right, so Naruto, we'll do Naruto's neck just here. So we'll might as well finish Naruto while we're over here. And then the collar, so diagonal this way. His orange collar. This comes down to a V, just there. And then we got the sides of that. This comes out and around, down, like so. And then the collar of this, just here. So the collar on this side is here, right? So this one on this side, it touches Kakashi's hand, because Kakashi has a hand on Naruto and Sasuke's shoulder, right? So I'll come back to that. Just leave that like that for the time being, and then we'll come back. So he's got like a zipper just here, and then the lines coming down for his cloak. And it kind of curves around, comes down off my page that way. Down like so. His hands are crossed underneath. So, let's say, I think his arm comes across here. Like that, and it might be like a fold line coming down. Then the bottom of that comes across. It can be a bumpy line because it's his clothing. So it comes across like so. Then a line there for the black part of that sleeve, and then another line just for the bottom and his zipper there as well. And then there's a red piece of thread or something that connects his cloak, and then we have the rest of his zip inside there. So shoulder-wise, Naruto's shoulder touches Sakura's head, but we'll draw Sakura's head first because I want to get it in the right place. So we'll do Sakura's head and then draw Naruto's shoulder, just so we don't go too far. So, but we'll do the shoulder on this side. So we got fingers, all right. So Kakashi's fingers. So we got like a knuckle, 1, 2, right. This knuckle comes down a bit further, so it goes down like that. And then this meets his next 2 knuckles for his ring finger and his little finger. Okay. So then each of these corresponds to a finger. So this comes down like so, around. This one comes down, around as well. Back up. And I think he's got gloves on. So this is like a black area, and this is Naruto's shoulder inside. But this is like a dark section of his glove. And then this finger comes out, down. Back up. There, and then his pinky just comes around. Back up to there somewhere. And then we'll add fingernails just to make them look a bit more like fingers and less like sausages. Like so. Okay, so then that collar will come up here. And then Naruto's shoulder then comes out the side, just here. And then side of his body out like so. And then 4 line just for his cloak, down to there, and then this comes kind of a 4 line comes across, and the one comes across into there, just of his cloak, like so. Right, so we don't know where like his other shoulder is, because we got to do Sakura's head first. Right, so Sakura's head, and she's got 2 hands coming up to her face, so kind of a bit tricky to draw Sakura. So let's see. Okay, so we'll just do her head, right? So we'll just curve this down, like so, okay? And then we'll go down around the other side as well, like that. So kind of like a hill or a U. So this like represents her hair, right? And her chin is here. So then coming across like here, coming across her jaw, where her jaw would be, she's got like fingers, right? So she's got like knuckles. So 1, 2, 3. She's like pulling a real smiley face, right? So we got like 3 knuckles. 1, 2, 3. There. Okay, so that shape for her hair. So then it's like the side of her hand comes out here on both sides. Okay, and then down to 2 bracelets on her wrist. Okay, and then like that's another finger there, that's another finger there, and then this is a finger, and I think this, yeah, is a finger, right? So similar thing on this. 3 fingers. It's her hand and her wrist. And her wrist then comes out the other side here. And then her index finger kind of sticks out a little bit. Now this is tricky now. Sakura is probably... So this finger kind of sticks out like that. And there's another mark just here for the inside of her finger. Just there, and her thumb kind of sticks out here. Her knuckle, thumb knuckle. Just there. And you do this over the other side as well. So sticking out here. A knuckle going that way. And then her finger knuckle, her index finger going in behind here again. And then we have another finger line just in there. And then some of her thumb, different to this one actually, but you could do it the same, but it's sticking out up here on this one. And then, so those wristbands that she's wearing just here come around the front of her wrist, and then her wrist goes off this way. Like that. Okay, so let's see. So her eyes are like halfway again, kind of like Naruto and Sasuke. So from here to here, to the top of her head, not top of her hair. So that's top of her hair, right? So here to here is about the same as here to here, to her chin, right? So the eyes are halfway between her chin and where her, say, skull would be. So I guess I'll draw that. So it's like here, kind of. So we kind of need this line anyway for her headband, right? So there's like a line there, and it's got a bit of a, like a bump around, and it comes down again just behind her hand. Right, and this one has a hair spike here. Okay, so from here to here, so from this line to her eyes is about the same as her eyes to her chin. Okay. So you can put the eyes then sort of in there. And they're closed as well. And there could be like some long eyelashes sticking down because she's female. Like so, and same on the other side. And so we have like an eyelid line coming up across here. An eyelid line coming across this way. And then a nose line just here. Nostrils just down here, halfway between her eyes and her chin. So here to here, same as here to here. Then her mouth, so she's got an open, smiling mouth, kind of like Naruto. So comes across first, open like that. And this side is slightly bigger than the other side. And you bring it across. Like so. And we got like maybe a shadow on this side with some teeth just here. Okay, so then her fringe for her hair, and then we'll do her eyebrows, right? So her fringe comes right across from here. Like so. And then the inside of this comes down. There. And the other side comes down like so. And maybe like a hairline there. And then her eyebrows just in underneath her fringe. So you just do a curved line here. Across like so. And then something similar on this side. And we'll try and add a space that we can colour. But it is tricky with a Sharpie. So, and then she's got her diamond, the middle of her forehead, in there. And I think her eyelid lines are just a little bit too thick. I'm just going to fix those. Sorry about that now. Still making mistakes. 100,000 subscribers, making mistakes all the time. They're just thick. I think the lines are too thick. I'm just going to do them a bit lighter. So just an attempt to try and do them like not as thick. They look a bit like eyebrows or something. So a bit better. Okay. So then we'll do Sakura's shoulders, right? So comes out from her index finger knuckles just here, down to her arms. She's real hunched up, you know. She's shoulders are like in line with her mouth. That comes down to there. Could be a couple more hair spikes on her, just here. Maybe some lines here, just for more hairlines and stuff. And then the collar of her shirt, so her sort of Japanese style. It's got like a white collar just there, and something coming down here as well. And then can't really see. No, it's down the bottom of her chest. So okay, and then what we can see of her headband line, so it kind of comes up around here. And comes down, it's there, and I think her headband is sideways, going that way. Okay. Okay, now we can add Naruto's shoulder going into her head, so however you can fit it, just sort of a bumping line kind of there. And then some more faux lines on his cloak, so we can finish that detail. And he's got like buttons on his cloak as well, I forgot that. That kind of thing. Okay, last but not least, Sasuke. Alright, so let's see. So Sasuke is pretty much like all hair here, right? So I'm just going to do his hair first, and then we'll figure out where to place like his eye and things, right? So like his hair comes down like this, and we got some spikes coming down here right beside Kakashi's head, right? So his fringe covers most of his face, so this is where his chin is, right? So these hair spikes come down towards his chin. This comes down to like there, and then this comes up this way, across his face, and then we got like some jaw in here. It's like the shape for his face, and then his jaw goes up the other side. So I know I usually do eyes first on characters, but when you're trying to keep heads like all the same size, it's useful sometimes to do the shape for the head first, like when you've got multiple characters and stuff. So then the other side of his fringe goes up there. This is like the big side of his fringe, and then a smaller side comes down here. So I don't expect many people to be able to follow this, by the way. This is for the 100,000 subscribers, so it's kind of just a bit of fun following a tutorial like this it would be pretty hard with 4 characters and things like that. So if anyone can, let me know. If anyone's able to follow this, let me know. Because, you know, that's pretty good. So smaller hair spike here. Goes up like so. Right, so then in this gap is where we can see his eye, his eyebrow, and stuff like that, right? So again, he's got a sort of a downturned eye. He's kind of a solemn character, so he is smiling, but his eye is like closed a bit more like this, rather than the others who are like smiling eyes, turned up. His is more downturned. Alright. And then he's got like an eyelid line above it, sort of downturned, following that shape as well. Trying to keep the line thin. And then he's an eyebrow, or nose line, sorry, just in there. And then his eyebrow above, going across this way. And just thicken it up a little bit. Back this way. So then his nose, what can we see of his nose? So we've got like a nostril. So his head's kind of turned. So we got like a nostril like that's like sticking up kind of there. And then one going that way. Like so. And then his mouth just coming across just underneath his nose. So his nose is halfway between his eyes and his chin, right? His nostrils. Here to here is the same. These distances. So his mouth, he's got a bit of a smile going on. So kind of turned up at the end and then comes across here. And I think slightly turned up on this side maybe as well. Like a little bit. But you can add a bit of a just extra weight just here on this end just to make it look like it's he's smiling a bit more than normal for Sasuke. And then his bottom lip line just comes across here. So again, I don't like how thick his eyelid line is. I just gotta make it, these characters' faces are so smaller than what I'm used to, so I'm just going to erase that and try again. So I think you can see kind of some of the side of his nose or something just here. Like going up a little bit, I think. Could be a little bit head turned a little bit. I'm going to try and add that eyelid line again. Thinner this time. So Sharpies tend to put down quite a thick line, and when you're trying to do small heads, it can be a bit tricky. Okay, so we're getting there. Right, so the rest of Sasuke's head. Down this side. And we have a spike just there. And then another couple here. We can see his ear in there, but we'll draw on his hair first. Like so. And then his ear, just inside here, kind of just in line with his eyebrow, or just above it a little bit maybe. Comes down into there. And then bones and ligaments inside. That kind of thing, but you can add more detail if you want. Okay, so let's see. So we got like, yeah, Kakashi's hand is on Sasuke's shoulder as well, and he's got like a big cloak like Naruto. So say just underneath, can we see his neck? No, we can't see his neck. So let's see. So we got like a rectangle or a box or something just underneath his chin here. I think it's a buckle maybe. Comes across there, and he's got 3 circles on him, just there like that. And his shoulder will come into Sakura's head as well, but we got like a collar first. So collar comes down like so, kind of like Naruto's collar. Similar type of thing, just there. And it comes up and around, down, like that. So then his shoulder will go into Sakura's head, kind of like Naruto's. And then top of his collar will go up under his chin, around his head, just underneath like his hair here, and it'll go around the back of his head, back this way. And then you can see the back of that collar just here, and that comes down up here. And he's got like another collar or something, like a shirt line or something in here. It's coming across towards his chin, and then down there, and then the front of this side comes down like so. This comes back that way, there somewhere. And then like his cloak, so it'll go like straight down the middle of it, and then the other side that way. And he's got like a strap or something in there. And then we got another sort of a fold line just going this way, and another fold line going off that way. And Kakashi's hand will be here, just like Naruto's, okay? Just like the way it is on Naruto's shoulder. So we got like some of Sasuke's shoulder there, and then fingers and knuckles. So we got like 2. 1, 2, and this one is long. There's kind of a bit of a gap, right? This one comes down like so. So like, we'll do 1 finger at a time. So 1 goes up here, and then next finger up like so. He's got a bit of a glove on, so there's a bit of a gap. And then next finger down there, another knuckle like that, and then this will come down like so. Whew, this is a long video, I'd say. Well, 100,000 subscribers doesn't happen every day of the week, so again, this isn't really a tutorial. I guess it's just me drawing and talking over it. But I hope it's helping someone still, even though I doubt it is. I can't believe 100,000 subscribers. Sorry, I'm just in shock. So, as I draw Kakashi's fingers, I'm in shock. I never thought I'd be sitting here with 100,000 subscribers drawing Kakashi's fingers. It's insane. Drawing them badly. And then Sasuke's shoulder comes down, a couple of bumps. Comes down like that, and then we just add Kakashi. Oh, no, Naruto's Hokage hat triangle going this way. That way. Up behind his head, and then it'll come out from like his ear. There. Like so. So now Kakashi's shoulder. So we can just see like his collar. Just here, his collar on this side. Down there. And then another line. There. So it's like all shadow in here. You can't really see his neck or anything. So you can just kind of see his shoulder. Just there. Maybe like a fold line. Will I give him a neck? Probably I should give him a neck, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, give him a neck. So I'll just do a neck. Down from his jaw. Just down in there. Okay, I think that's everything. How to draw Team 7. Grown up. After they've been through the Great Ninja War, or as we would call it, 2020. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for watching. For all the thousands of hours you've watched. It's been a lot of fun. And happy Christmas. And a happy New Year. Thanks so much. You guys are awesome. See you in the next video. Bye.